Hello, folks. Welcome to the Mindset Artistry podcast. I'm your host, Dave Paolo. Thank you for joining. This is episode number 11, and it is called It's All About Yourself. And that may not exactly be what you think it is. You may be looking at this selfishly and say, it's all about yourself. It's all about myself. But really, what I'm saying here is that it's all on you. Life is all on you. And the sooner you figure that out, the sooner that you understand that, the better off you will be. And I'm going to talk about quite a few things in this podcast, but two main parts of this is self-doubt versus self-belief. Okay. And they are very, very strong, and they're constantly playing like a tug of war in yourself, in your body, in your brain, in your mindset, right? And when you have self-doubt, it's going to be very, very hard for you to accomplish the things that you want to in life. On the other side of that, when you have self-belief, it opens up new horizons. It opens up your mind to having a growth mindset versus fixed mindset, and it allows you to be able to handle things better so that you can accomplish more things. And I say this all the time. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. And look, you can look at this personally and professionally, but on a professional side, in your career, your business, whatever it is, if you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe in your skills, you don't believe in your value, why would anyone else? Why would your coworkers believe you? Why would, maybe the people that are under you in management believe you? Why would your customers and clients believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? If you don't show confidence, if you don't show that you actually know what you're talking about, if you don't show that, hey, look, I know who I am, I am very conscious of who I am, I'm very conscious of my value and what I can offer you, and, this is what it is, this is how I can help you. If you can't show that and you don't believe in yourself enough to do that, then guess what? No one else is going to believe in you either. So you need to understand that. Now, on the other side of that, when you do have self-belief instead of self-doubt, then people smell that on you. Then people see you as a leader, someone they can rely on, someone that they can depend on, okay? Someone that they trust with their money, that they trust with their business, their service, their life, okay? So very, very important. And now you could take this on the other side of things, on a personal side, your family, your friends, maybe your children. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't show that you know what it is that you're talking about, if you don't show that you believe in your value and what you bring to that maybe relationship or whatever it is, well, then why would anyone else believe in you? Why would the people around you believe in you, trust you, want to be around you, want to, look at you, that they can rely and depend on you, if you don't believe in yourself, okay? So that's how important this stuff is, because it goes on to your personal life and your professional life, okay? So we're going to talk about 3 different things pertain to this. But at the end of the day, those 2 things, self-doubt and self-belief, are all tied into this because it's such a big part of your mindset. That's what this podcast is about, your mindset. And when you believe in yourself and you believe deep down inside your value and what you bring to the table, that is such a powerful part of your mindset and what that will allow you to do in life, okay? And now the 3 things that I want to talk about with this, and these are 3 things that are going to help you with your self-belief, is the first thing is self-accountability, self-discipline, and then self-respect. These 3 things, I'm going to show you how they are so important in your life, and mastering them, having the right mindset with them, will make you excel in life. They will make you accomplish the things that you want to in life. They will give you a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. So, in my opinion, the most important one is self-accountability. And that's why I said in the beginning of this podcast, this is all about yourself. Once you have total self-accountability for everything in your life, it is so powerful that it'll move mountains, okay, in your life. You need to understand, at the end of the day, no matter how unfair it is, no matter what odds are stacked against you, no matter what someone may have done to you, no matter what society has done or says, no matter any of that crap, you need to understand it is all on you. Okay? And then here's another thing, I say this all the time. It may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility. Okay? Yes, things in life will be unfair at times. I understand that more than most people, believe me. But I also know no one's coming to save me. No one's coming to help me. Will you get a little help in between here and there? Yeah, sure. That's great and all. But the government's not coming to help you. They're not coming to save you. They're not coming to, drop this like great thing into your life that's going to fix all of your problems. There's not some, rich person out there that's just going to say, hey, you know what? I want to help this person out because, that's just who I am. It's not happening. No one's coming to help you. You are on an island alone. That's the way you got to look at this. And yeah, it's great to have a support system. It's great to have people around you that you can talk to, that maybe you can ask for help here and now. But at the end of the day, that's not the thing that's going to fix your life. That's not the thing that is going to be the end all be all of your success. You need to understand that it is on you. Total self accountability. Like I said, it may not be fair, it may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility. And the sooner that you understand that, the better off you will be. And again, this goes personally and professionally. Okay, I like to emphasize that because you can apply these things to your life in both aspects. Look, most people have some type of career or job, and once you have self accountability in that, that will prove your value better. That will show you're trustworthy. That will maybe show your boss, the owner, or whatever it is. Maybe you are the owner. That'll show the people that you lead a better side of you and the right way to do things. Okay. Total accountability is so important. It may not be your fault. It is your responsibility. So that woe is me, that victimhood mentality, all that other crap, it's not going to get you anywhere. You can complain all you want. You can blame all the other people all you want. You can blame the government, blame society, blame other countries, the past, the history, whatever it is. You can do that all. And at the end of the day, none of it matters. At the end of the day, which people used to say back in the day, that and $1 will get you a cup of coffee. Coffee's more expensive now too. But look, you could do all that stuff, say all you want, complain all you want. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. So guess what? It's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to make your situation better. It's your responsibility to take whatever it is, no matter what odds are stacked against you, no matter how big the problem is, no matter what it is in your life, in personally or professionally, no matter what it is, you need to realize it's on you. Okay? And then you need to say, look, I'm not seeing problems anymore. I'm only seeing solutions. Yeah, this is a problem. This is what happened. It is what it is. I have to deal with it. Here's the solutions. Okay? You're always going to have problems in your life. You're always going to have things unexpected jump in, consume your life. And guess what? You have to figure out the solution. No one's going to do it for you. No one's going to solve it for you. No one's going to fix it for you. You need to have total accountability with these things, okay? So once you start looking at things that way, it'll change your life. And it is so important. So understand this. Self-accountability is by far the most important one. And then you need to start looking at things in your life, right? Okay? Your health, your occupation, your maybe relationships in your life with your family and friends, your spouse, whatever it is. Maybe your lack of relationships. Maybe you're looking for a spouse, a partner, whatever it is, and you can't find one. Maybe, dating just doesn't work out for you, right? Maybe, and here's a big one, and this is where I'm going with all this, maybe you always have problems with people. Maybe you always blame someone else. Maybe in your mind, you see yourself as right all the time and you're the hero and you always need a villain. Everyone else is the villain. This person did that. That person did this. That person said this. I know this person did this and that. At the end of the day, you always want to blame everyone else and you want to say it's everyone else's fault and all this other stuff, but you don't look in the mirror. You don't look at your faults. You don't look at the things that you did wrong, the things that maybe you said wrong, how you could have handled something better and differently. And you go through life being this person who's a very difficult person. And I've seen this so many times in my life, and I've seen it. It eats away at you. I've seen people do this. I'm 45 years old, so I've seen people that were very, very difficult when I was a kid. I've seen people that were very, very difficult as a teenager in my 20s and in my 30s, and they never make that change. They never look in the mirror and say, you know what, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe it's not everyone else out there. Maybe it's not society. Maybe it's not all these other things that, I get lied to and told all the time. Maybe it's me. Maybe I need to change. Maybe I need to fix things. Maybe I need to let some things go. Maybe I need to be a little bit more easygoing and reasonable with people. And that's the problem. People that are very difficult never make that change usually, and they never understand it. And then they eventually find themselves alone because no one wants to deal with that. No one wants to be around that. So that makes you unhireable because you're going to bounce from job to job to job because you're always going to have problems with people. That makes you undesirable with, a mate, a spouse, or anything like that. And it makes you undesirable as a friend or a family member. You see people all the time that I don't talk to my family. I don't have any friends. I don't do this. Well, why is that? Maybe it's you. Okay. And a lot of times people can't look themselves in the mirror and have that kind of accountability and say, you know what? I did all these things wrong. I'm a difficult person. And I got to fix these things. People fall into this, oh, well, that's just how I am. That's the way I am. Well, the way you are is an asshole, okay? And people don't want to be around that. And eventually they're going to separate themselves from that because life's stressful enough. They don't need to deal with your problems also, okay? So you need to understand that. When you start seeing this all the time, that it's everyone else's fault around you, everyone else is the villain, and you try to, talk bad about other people, make yourself look better, do all these other things, guess what? You're the problem. Plain and simple. And maybe enough people haven't told you that, or maybe they did and it just hasn't sunk in because you're so selfish and stubborn, but I guarantee you it's you at that point. So this will affect your life tremendously, again, professionally and personally. But as soon as you can have that accountability and say, you know what, I could be better. I could be fixing these things. I could be changing. I could be more open-minded. I could be more easygoing. And then you might want to go back and apologize to people. Then you might want to contact people that you've treated poorly in your life and actually apologize to them and say, hey, look, you know what? I'm a different person now. I'm not who I used to be. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for how I acted. I'm sorry for the things that I said. I'm sorry that I let you down, but I want to make it right. I want to rebuild this relationship. I want to, put our best foot forward and make this work, whatever it is. Listen, at the end of the day, you may have hurt someone so bad that they may not, go along with that. But look, you might, some people, I would respect that. I would look at that and say, you know what? I appreciate that. Yeah, let's see how let's work on this and see how it goes. So look, that accountability, self-accountability is so important. The last part of that part, self-accountability, is just yourself, making yourself better. You need to understand that you need to continually make yourself better, okay? You need to work on your health. You need to work on your skills. You need to work on educating yourself. You need to work on your mindset. You need to work on learning new things, because all this is going to do is progress you further. All this is going to do is make you better. And you need to understand that. And if it's not happening, it's on you. If you're not doing better at work, if you're not doing better at health, if you're not doing better in your relationships, it's on you. You need to fix things. You need to identify what the problem is, and then you need to figure out the best solution on how to fix those things. Plain and simple. But it's on you. It's not on anyone else. You need to fix these things, and it will make you better. It will make you a better person. It will make you more successful. It will elevate you. It will level you up. It will. 100%. It's impossible to start doing all the right things, bettering yourself, doing more things the right way, educating yourself, learning more, worrying about your mental health, your physical health, all these. It's impossible to do all that and not be better in life. It's plain and simple. So do it. Actually do it. The other one is self-discipline. Now, this is a big part of it, and this goes into health. This goes into your finances. This goes into your career. This goes into a lot of different aspects in your life. You need to be disciplined. You need to do the things that you don't want to do, okay? You need to do the hard things, okay? You need to put off things that you know have instant gratification for delayed gratification for the future. That's the biggest part of discipline, okay? Because you're not going to see results right away. You may not see results till a year from now, 6 months from now, 2 years from now. But you need to know that, and you need to have your eye on the prize, your eye on the target, have those goals, have them in front of you, know what they are, know that, hey, I'm doing this and this and this right now. I'm sacrificing this right now. I'm putting this extra work in right now. I'm educating myself right now. I cut these things out of my life right now that I know I might enjoy, bring me pleasure, whatever it is, because the end game, what it's going to be in a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you need to start instant gratification versus delayed gratification, and understanding that you need to make changes now. You need to make sacrifices now that aren't going to pay off until way, way later down the line. And people have a big problem with this because they want fast results. We live in a world where we want everything fast, everything done very quickly. Our phones, this, that, technology, we need it all done really quickly. We need fast responses and all this other stuff. Well, that's not in congruence with how self-discipline works, because self-discipline is doing things now the right way, knowing that it's going to pay off in the future. But you have to understand that. And when you make that shift, when you make that change in your brain that, okay, this is what I got to do now so that things are better later on in life. And when you make that shift, it's going to change things exponentially in your life. It will pay off in the future. It will. You just have to be patient, and you need to understand it. And I've talked about this in the past, having a why, having a reason why you want to do these things, having a reason why you're sacrificing, why you're working harder, why you need to have this discipline in your life. Having that why and understanding it and feeling it deep down, knowing that, look, the reason why I'm doing this is such and such and such and such and such. Respect that dream, respect it, understand it, feel it, visualize it, all these different things that you can do, knowing that when you get there, when you get to that reason why, at the end of it, this whole journey in between, all of the sacrifice, all of the discipline that you showed, all of it is going to pay off for that why. And that could be whatever it is. Maybe something that you want to accomplish in life. Maybe, I've talked about it all the time. My son is my biggest why, and everything I do is for him, and that's in the back of my mind constantly. And that is why I do everything that I do in life, okay? Have a why. Have a reason why you need to discipline yourself. Have a reason why you need to sacrifice, work hard, educate yourself, better yourself, level up, all these different things. You need to see that why, you need to see that goal, you need to see those targets, and then that will help you actually stay disciplined. And look, you might fall off, okay? You might be disciplined about something for a week. You might do good with something for about a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever it is. You might fall off a little bit. Get back on that track, jump back on the train, keep going, keep pushing forward. It's not going to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. But at the end of it, you will look back at that journey, look what you've overcome, look what you've accomplished, look what you've done, look at the end result, and then you'll appreciate it, okay? So that discipline is so important. The last part of this is self-respect, okay? And this is one that gets overlooked a lot with accountability and with discipline. You have to respect yourself, okay? You have to love and respect yourself so much that you want the best for yourself. You need to love and respect yourself so much that that's going to push you to do things the right way. That's going to push you to, have that discipline, have that accountability. Because if you don't have that and you don't love yourself and you don't respect yourself, it's going to be really, really hard for you to accomplish anything that you're trying to in life. Because again, this goes back to self-doubt and self-belief. If you don't respect yourself, that means you have a lot of self-doubt. That means maybe there's things in your life that You regret. There's things in your life that haunt you. I've said this in a short video a couple weeks ago that a lot of people are either chasing something or running from something in life. And at the end of the day, you need to understand this. And what you really need to understand about this part is you right now, today, are not the same person that you were yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, 10 years ago. Okay? Stop, stop killing yourself with your past. Okay? You're not your past. You're not who you were in the past. Okay? Did you make mistakes? Did you do things wrong? Are there things you could have done better? Are there regrets that you have in your life? Of course there are. That is part of life. Everyone has them. I could write a book with the things that I wish I did differently in my life. But here's the thing. You look back at all those things that you wish you could have changed, and you can't. You have to accept that. And then you need to look at it and what did you learn from it? What did you take away from that? What other opportunities did it open? Did it make you better? Because now you know you're not going to do that again. Now you know you have to change things up. Now you know that I made these mistakes in the past. That's not who I am anymore. And I'm going to prove to people and myself, most importantly, that I'm not that person in the past. I made the right changes in my life. I fixed the things in my life that I needed to. And now we're looking forward. We're looking at the present and we're looking forward. I can't look at the past. I can't go back and change it. It is what it is, okay? You need to be stoic about this kind of stuff. You need to understand once something is done, it is done. Yeah, can you go and try to make it right? Try to fix the things that you messed up? Yeah, you should. You absolutely should. But listen, there's some things you're just going to have to say, look, this is in the past. I'm looking towards the future. And right now, what I do in the present is all that matters. Who I am now, the person I am now, that's what matters, okay? So you may not like the person that you used to be, okay? Because there's some things in my life I surely don't like that I did, that I hate about myself. But guess what? That made me a better person of who I am today. That taught me what I shouldn't do and what I should do now, okay? So yeah, you might have those things from your past. Everyone does. That is just part of life, okay? Don't get stuck on it. Don't get hung up on that. You need to move past that. And then you need to respect yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to say, look what I've overcome. Look at the changes that I made in my life. Look at the person that I am now. And then you need to show that, and you need to show that to other people. You need people to see that on you. Wear it like a badge of honor. Wear it like armor. Know all the things that you did in the past that weren't right, that you made right, and that you're doing right now. And everything that you do in the future, you're not going to go back to that. Wear that like armor, okay? And then you'll have your self-belief. Then you don't live in self-doubt, self-regret, and all these other bad things. You don't need to be there. You don't need to stay in that world. You don't need to let it consume you. Your mindset needs to be, look, I can't change the past. It is what it is. I tried to make right what I could. And now it's all about the present. In the present, I'm doing things the right way, and that's going to shape my future, okay? It's so important. But respect yourself, okay? Respect who you are today and forget about, just beating yourself down all the time for the things in your past. You can't do it. Because you'll get stuck there. If you keep looking to the past, you can never go forward. Plain and simple. So have that self-respect. It is so important. That will move you into having more belief and appreciating, all the opportunities that you have, all the things that are going to come, looking at all the things that you're going to accomplish. Okay. Now everything that you're doing is in the present, and it's going to bring you a better future. So look, again, it is all about yourself. You need to understand that you're the one that needs to put the work in. You're the one that needs to fix these things. You're the one that needs to change your mindset. You're the one that needs to have the accountability. You're the one that needs to have the discipline. And you're the one that needs to respect yourself and love yourself. Okay? So, look, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I'm speaking from example here. These things have changed my life more than you can ever imagine. But I've done a lot of things in the past that I hate and I can't stand. And I fixed those things and they pushed me forward. They elevated me. They moved me forward. And I'm a different person now than I was years ago. And that's what life is all about. Keep leveling up. Keep pushing forward. Keep righting your wrongs. Keep making yourself better. And when you do that, you do things all the right way. There's no way you can't be more successful in life. There's just not. Okay. So understand that, remember that, know that. Lastly, I just want to thank you. I want to thank everyone who listens in, everyone who interacts. If you have any questions, any experiences, any examples of this in your life, put it in the comments. Please like, share, comment, share this to anyone else that you think it might help. And thank you for joining the Mindset Movement. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep helping people be better. That's what this is all about. Thank you, and I will see you all next week.